Today, we're talking knowledge, guys, in-camera transitions, the kind you can use with the DSLR, a phone, a GoPro, anything you so choose. So let's go ahead and get right into it.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to the very first tutorial of 2019 in-camera transitions. The first one, let's jump into it. It's called the cover-up, and it looks a little something like this. Check it out. Boom, there you go, cover-up transition. All you gotta do is cover the lens, move on to the next location, cover the lens again, start recording, and then uncover it. And let's go ahead and move on to the next transition. That right there is what you call a shake transition, or at least that's what I like to call it. Woo! It is cold. What you gotta do for a shake transition is just shake the clip at the end of one clip and then at the beginning of another clip, and then find the blur in between and just chop them up together, and boom, you got yourself a shake transition. Check it out. Kinda like that. Or even like this. Either way, just do what you want with it, get creative, have some fun, shake it up, and let's go ahead and move on to the next transition. Swipe transitions. Basically, you just swipe in front of the lens. As you're ending one clip, you use your hand or a hat or maybe a bottle of Don Julio, and you swipe it across the lens, and going into the next clip, you do the same thing, being mindful of keeping that swiping motion going in the same direction. So if the first one you start off going left to right, make sure the second one you're going left to right. Then you go into post, you find the motion blur in between, and maybe throw in a little cross dissolve or something like that, and you're set, man. That's swipe transitions for you. Now let's move on to the next one. That right there is what you call a whip transition. Basically what you do is you whip the camera either left or right at the end of your clip. You move on to the next clip, whip it again, you take it into post, you find the motion blur in between, and you just chop it together right there. If you need to, maybe throw in a cross dissolve to hide that hard cut, and there you go, you got yourself a whip transition. Check it out.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to my YouTube channel.
Whoa, hold up. I was in the middle of something, bro.
What?
I was just doing something.
But you said that.
No. That's next time, dude.
Next?
Dude, chill out, man. Just give me a sec. God. So, guys, anyways, on to the next transition. Woo! Guys, it is getting cold out here. So far, we talked about covering transitions, shaking transitions, swiping transitions, and whipping transitions. Now let's talk about one of my favorites, blocking. So blocking, super simple, guys. Basically, here's how it works. As you're following your subject, be sure to have an object already in sight. As your subject passes behind that object, make sure that your camera is on the opposite side of that object. So what happens is, at the darkest point of that transition, or of that kind of crossover, you cut the clip there, you stop recording. You go to the second clip, you find a different object with a different background and a different setting, you start filming behind the object and follow through with the subject from that point. The trick is, if you're going left to right in the first clip, make sure you're going left to right in the second clip, so it kind of keeps that fluidity to it. And then, same deal as before, with one minor exception. You go into post, you find the two clips. What you do is you find the darkest point in the clips and cut it there, because there isn't really much of a motion blur here. What you got is that point in the clip where everything is covered. Maybe throw in a cross dissolve if it helps, but usually you just find the darkest clip in there. And that being said, guys, there's 5 super dope in-camera transitions you can start using today. Go try them out, get creative, and maybe try some stuff like this here. Or this. 1, 2, 3. Shake. Oh, crap.
Well, there you have it, guys. 5 pretty dope in-camera transitions you can use regardless of what editing platform you're using, whether it be Premiere Pro, Final Cut, iMovie, or even any kind of mobile editing software. You can just use these transitions at your leisure with your phone, your camera. You can mix them and match them, get creative. You don't need to buy any transitions or presets from other creators, although I wouldn't be discouraging you from doing so. I've purchased transitions and presets from other creators because I find that using that additional boost in creativity helps my work as well. Using these transitions that other people have, like worked so hard at putting together through their experiences and their workflows, it can only benefit you to try them. This is just something for you to kind of get back to the basics with. And if you're newer at this, maybe use these as a baseline. Start off with these before you start moving on to the crazier kinds of transitions and presets. Just learn how to do them first yourself before you start getting all crazy. Otherwise, you're just throwing transitions in there for the hell of it. And as cool as you think it might be at first, they just kind of get boring. So I guess I'll end this video with a quick clip that I filmed with a buddy of mine, which was kind of like the inspiration, I suppose, for using this. We were just hanging out at the park, and I figured let's film something real quick. But if you like this video, guys, feel free to like, drop a comment, subscribe maybe, join the club over here. And if you have any requests for tutorials or anything you'd like to learn, whether it be with photography or video editing or filming or whatever, let me know. And I'll see you guys on the next episode.
Subscribe.